But I bet he at least apologized to you. Well... I'm good. Okay.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about this one, man. So, this is gonna be the first of two parts because I want to kind of talk about. I want to talk about them separately instead of putting it all in the same video. I want to talk about Stella when she talked to Cruz before Cruz talked to Severide. So we're going to talk about the conversation Cruz and Severide had next video. So this is the first of two parts. I talked about Herrmann's learning about his hearing loss in the previous video. So if y'all want to check that out, it's in the last video. I'll probably have it on the Instagram. I'm not sure though, but let's just talk about this anyways, man. So Cruz, as you all know, took over the position that Severide had in the firehouse while Severide was doing the arts and stuff down in the South in Alabama. And he put Cruz in charge, and it was a vote of confidence because he trusted Cruz. And we knew there was something up. You know, as soon as we saw the previews, we noticed that Severide had kind of disrespected Cruz and was kind of still treating him like when he was younger. You know what I mean? Telling him what to do. And Cruz has really grown out of that. And he's like, he had a real problem with Severide telling him what to do. And you can correlate, so, and Cruz was mad about it. It seemed like Severide didn't know what he was doing. And he just sort of like treated Cruz like he did, like I said, when he was younger. I correlate this to, you know, I think all of us have experienced this in our lives. Our parents, even when we were adults, still treating us like a child, bro. My mom still does it with me. So no matter how old I get, bro, and I'm old, man. I'm almost in my late 30s. And my mom still treats me like a kid, bro, at times. Still tells me what to do, all this other stuff. And I just think it's something, when you're used to it as a parent, and it's the same thing with mentors, teachers, coaches, all that stuff, people that, or your bosses or whatever, whoever is responsible for you, there's still a mental hurdle that I guess people never get over. Even though the protege or the student or the child, even though they grow out of that, the person that, you know, the parent or whatever, they don't grow out of that. And I feel like that's what's happening with Severide. He still doesn't look at Cruz as someone that's on his level or his like direct peer. Looks at him as someone that's under him. And I don't know if that's ever going to change with Severide. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the next video, but him and Stella talked about it. And we know that Stella has had some problems with Severide too, so they were kind of talking about their problems with Severide since he's been away, right? And the difference that Cruz was talking about with Stella, even though she was trying to help him out, was that Severide did apologize to Stella for, you know, the way he was when he was away, right? And even when he came back the way he was last week. But Cruz is like, Severide never gave me that apology. And Stella was trying to get him to talk to Severide about it. He eventually did, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next video. But she was trying to help him out with it, and it just wasn't. It seemed like the two are on so different odds. Like, so Cruz also in the episode was talking to Chief Boden about, I need to leave and maybe take a higher position in another firehouse if Severide isn't going to respect me. So he's working on that. Like, thing that Severide doesn't realize, like, Cruz is serious about this. Like, he's not. So, you know, Stella was trying to help Cruz, you know, in that situation with Severide. She knows how Severide is, so she was able to kind of, like, be that rock for Cruz in that conversation. Just understanding how, you know, Severide could be a little bit stubborn, but he can also be very forgiving as far as, like, if he did get into it with you, he could kind of slide it off and just move on. But we know that Severide's kind of confrontational at times too, but he don't usually like hold grudges too much though. So she was just like, you know, talk to him about it when we get a chance. And he was very reluctant about it. And that's why we're going to talk about it in the next video, how the conversation went, because it was a very interesting ending to that conversation, man. That kind of got me, I was like, man, this is bad, bro. this is gonna be bad for these two. But I'll get my thoughts on that one in that video. Give me y'all thoughts here on what y'all thought about this conversation. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out my Stella Ride videos from last week as well. With Kelly and Stella from last week, man. But again, give this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. After news to like.